Dennis Martinek has lived in a rural corner of Oceanside called Morrow Hills for nearly 40 years. His next-door neighbour is planting grapes.
So this is an example of someone moving from one crop, it was primarily avocados and macadamia nuts, to now trying grapes. They require less water and we're hoping less maintenance.
Martinek and his neighbour want to keep Morrow Hills agricultural in spite of challenges like higher water costs. They want to resist housing developments that are visibly encroaching on the rolling farmland. They support the SOAR initiative, a citizens' initiative that would require a vote of the people before the city could change existing zoning of agricultural land and open space.
Believe it or not, all of this agricultural land behind me is part of the city of Oceanside, 3,500 acres that have been farmed for decades. And the SOAR initiative is designed to keep it that way.
Martinek says there's plenty of space to develop housing elsewhere in the city.
Over 85% of the land is already devoted to housing and commercial projects in Oceanside. So basically what you have is less than 15% of the land is agriculture. And again, if you build on that, it's going to be gone forever.
But Neil Nagata, whose family has farmed here for 3 decades, says the SOAR initiative will only make it more difficult for farmers to stay viable.
This is not what it seems to be. It suggests that it's going to save agricultural lands. It really actually hurts agriculture. So farmers, I represent the San Diego County Farm Bureau. I'm currently the president, and our board of directors made a unanimous decision to oppose the SOAR initiative in Oceanside. And the reason is that it actually doesn't help agriculture. It hurts agriculture. We depend on our land values as a significant part of how we borrow money.
Nagata says restricting the possibility of development reduces land values, which makes it harder for commercial farmers to survive. He says if farmers go bankrupt, the land won't stay green. Avocado trees, for example, will simply die.
If someone puts some trees on there and they can't afford to water it, they actually let the trees die.
But Martinek believes without the SOAR initiative, developers will snap up the land because farmland is cheaper than urban land.
There's a serious concern that if this is built on, then it's gone and you're not going to get it. It's not going to return to agriculture. And of course the SOAR initiative applies to the parks and open spaces, and those areas that we're concerned about too, habitat areas, they should be protected, and we don't want development on those.
An independent study of the initiative will be presented to Oceanside City Council next month, and in November, voters will decide if they want final say on changes to land use on the city's remaining open space. Alison St. John, KPBS News.